In a land where corn is king, farmed by America's best, and every bushel matters. Corn Warriors, it's personal.
If you've already made 400 bushel corn, like you tweeted about, why is it such a goal now?
We can beat the rest of the Warriors.
The Midwest needs to step up the game.
I think it's all in good fun, but they're serious competitors.
Mr. Tweedy, you could be in trouble.
The jury's still out. Randy is a bully, and there's no question about that.
We can't control the weather. We're along for the ride. Oh, we're full now. So there's that yellow goal. If you want a goose hunt, right back there would be a great spot to goose hunt. Just don't tell the game warden. Yeah, we started off a little later because we were wet. Corn came up just screaming, looked awesome. Had probably the best emergence. I got awfully confident that we were going to hit it out of the park. And then come June, the green snap, it didn't matter which color bag of corn we were dumping.
Wind blew over contest corn. I just heard them, so the high level stuff. The yield was all right. Yeah, there was another contest field at home, but it rained too much there. So nothing did very good. Yeah, I guess next year will be a better year for the contest, hopefully.
You know, we were looking at the yield monitor, we're saying we were in that close to 350 range. I'm not complaining. Other than this corn that we're picking right now sucks. I mean, look right there. I'm gonna stop. I mean, you look and you see all these plants broke over. That's why the corn sucks. And then there are some that are gone that have already rotted and disappeared. Just one of those things. The way it seems is I'm not going to be a corn warrior next year because the lowest man's out. You got to have new blood. I want to raise the white flag, but just don't know that we're going to have the big yields that we've seen in the past. I talked to Cobb the other day just to see how things were going. He was unloading. He had 2 trucks to unload, and I think he had 100 acres of corn left to pick. I'm like, crap. I started before he did, and I'm still got more corn to pick than he does.
Kevin Cobb, he sucks. Just kidding. I think Kevin Cobb is going to win Corn Warriors this season. I mean, he's getting a little gray hair every now and then, but other than that, he still looks like a pretty handsome fella.
He was holding tight to the chest how his yields were on his high yield stuff. Oh. Hey, that's it. You didn't go through the window. I think if I recall him, he said his yields weren't quite as good as last year, but he wouldn't tell me.
Overall, the corn did very good. The competition corn sucked.
You know, the highlights of 2018. To me, it's having acres. You know, my grandson. Miss Sandy and I were blessed to have a son. His Christian name is Craig. We're going to nickname him Barley because he's going to drink plenty of it before he dies.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I'm trying to live up to it as best as I can. Yeah, Bud Light, yeah, that'd be a good sponsor. I can see the tractor wrapped in Bud Light right now. I already got a blue green card, so I'm pretty much halfway there. I went to college at NC State, came back, started working on the farm, and then I realized why farmers drank so much, and I started drinking. Now I'm an alcoholic farmer. I'm just kidding. So the race must have been fun too. I heard good things. We just missed the race, you know, man. backstage tickets and everything. It's all good. My loving father. I love you, Dad. Glad we worked all night. Father of the Year award. The older he gets, the more he sees I'm right, and the better we get along. I wouldn't trade this for the world, except for a beach in Florida somewhere.
Well, for the most part, when we're shelling corn, it's either Barley or myself. Yeah, Barley can unload that grain cart in 1 minute and 57 seconds.
Yeah, this is about a normal day when we're picking corn. I'm driving the grain cart, he's driving that combine, and I've got a pretty girl beside me. Doesn't get more normal than this.
Because Barley and I are either in the small grain planting side of it, or we're supporting the soybean harvesting program.
Woo, there we go. I can be passionate about other things. I was thinking about being an exotic dancer eventually. Did I see something wrong there?
Trying to get ready for the next corn crop. Seems like you're never done, and that's okay.
Don't look so miserable. You get to hang out with me.
Mother Nature, it just kicked our
Matt Swanson. Dude, if you don't win this year, you just need to shut up.
We've had some disappointments so far. We've had some minor successes. We'll have to see how that shakes out.
I think I got a chance to win it. We'll see.
This corn that we're picking right now sucks. I gotta have my crown back.
You gotta put the corn on the trailer. Call Renato. Bring it up there. We gotta put the corn in the trailer. There you go. Now, put it in there. Our rain day is filled with combining and harvesting inside with my little boy. What's the combine say, Easton? That's when it's putting corn in the trailer. Maybe we can go help Matt Swanson harvest. Sounds like he needs to learn how to drive a combine. Maybe you can teach him. That's right. We can teach Matt Swanson how to drive a combine. So that might be why he can't make big corn. You know it? Is that what it looks like when Matt's running it? He can't figure out which way's in and out. He just keeps mashing the button back and forth. He says he's got those fast thumbs. He just keeps mashing. That's the way it is, isn't it? Huh? He keeps going back and forth. That's what it looks like. He's spreading corn all over the ground. Is that why he can't make no higher yields? He's got corn everywhere. I hear Mr. Swanson's got ears per square foot. So that's pretty, either he's running over them or he needs a new combine driver. Something's going on. We had our first hurricane in May and we got 13 inches out of that one. Now we've got a Hurricane Michael. We're sitting here at home. They're forecasting 90-mile-an-hour winds tonight for us. The eye wall just went across Panama City and I think Apalachicola. And they said it's a Category 4 with 155-mile-an-hour winds. That is going to be catastrophic. So right now, I mean, it came about 150 miles, maybe 200 miles southwest of us. You can see outside, I mean, it's pouring. We're getting waves of thunderstorms coming through, and hopefully we won't be repairing barns and shelters where trees have blowed over them. It's gonna be a bad deal, for sure. Where there's a tornado warning that's being spun off of this hurricane. So, you know, it's just, that gets old. Our overall farm average is gonna be on corn, probably 75 bushels less than what was normal. We still have some good corn. Our irrigated corn was off top end. We had some hybrid failures, just too much disease, too much ear rot. But it was promoted by the bad weather. I mean, The weather just was an issue that we couldn't control. Too many cloudy days and too many rainy days once the corn was mature. I do have 500 acres of peanuts still to harvest. I've got almost 500 acres of soybeans still to harvest. We obviously can't get in the fields. I'm afraid the quality is going to go down if we don't get in the fields pretty quick. Unfortunately, we can't control the weather. We're along for the ride. This is my wife, Bridget. Bridget works full-time for Melon One.
We're the largest watermelon shippers in the East. I unload chemicals now for Randy on the forklift, and you should see the truck drivers when they pull up. Like, is he coming? Like, no, he's me. I'm unloading. I'm not too good to do anything, so.
She said that. Y'all remember that. She's not too good to do anything.
What have you asked me to do that I wouldn't do?
I can't say that on TV. I'm joking.
I meant farm-wise.
You opened yourself up for that one.
I meant farm-wise. Stressful. This was a very, very stressful year. Watching you being stressed, number one, not knowing if we were going to be able to pay our bills, number two, because of the yield, decrease in yield for the year. So
I'll tell you what's most stressful for her, me being gone.
For extended periods of time. When you're home for 6 days in a month and you're at home by yourself and you're trying to take care of a baby, take care of a 15-year-old at the time, and make sure everything's okay on the farm, keep the employees going, and work your own full-time job, it's stressful.
When I'm here, I mean, it's just lovey-dovey, isn't it?
Yes, 100% of the time. Everything's perfect. It's testing. He's testing sometimes.
And I've heard everybody. Dave Hula's had issues. He had brittle snap before tassel. I've heard Kevin complain about it being wet. I heard disease brought in some problems for Dan Lipkus. You know, Tweety Bird's constantly saying that they got a drought, or he needs rain, or he wants 70-degree weather, or he wants nighttime temperatures to be 70, and he calls me a bully on camera, and he says that he don't like me. Matt, if we wasn't friends, I don't know if I could bear it if me and you wasn't friends. 401, I think, is the number he wants to get to. Maybe that's what you should be doing first, Matt, is thinking about 306, because I think 305 is your highest from what I've heard. So I'm gonna pick up a line from the boys in Missouri. Show us what you can do. Quit talking about it. You're gaining a lot more respect in the industry. And I'll be the first one to say, it's about time, and good job.
Look at this beautiful view we have. Farm, corn, nice day, Chevrolet, heartbeat of America. This is the American dream. We're currently moving trucks to the other field that we're picking in now, so we can fill them up and send them home and get dumped and bring them back. We're moving them now so I don't have to drive as far in the grain cart. It's all about me. It's all about making my life easier.
It's about the time it takes to get from this farm to the home farm, and then you got to dump the truck, and then you got to drive back. But it's a good problem because we're filling up.
We got to call Dave real quick. You get a kick out of this?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're getting a new film crew.
Getting a new film crew? Why?
Her favorite food is spaghetti.
Oh, Lord, no. I'm sorry to hear that.
I just don't like spaghetti, never have. Best friend doesn't like it, just don't eat it. Not good. I like both parts, just not together. No spaghetti, steak. Steak, steak, and steak.
So is it the noodles? Is it the gluten? Or are you gluten
I like
intolerant?
noodles. I'm not gluten, is that a thing?
Give everybody at least one secret from Barley's handbag of growing corn.
Spray Mountain Dew on it. I'm gonna sign up for growbigcorn.com and let Randy teach me. That's my secret. Yeah, I trust Randy. He's a good guy. Yeah. Mr. Dowdy.
How you doing?
Pretty good, how you doing?
Looks like we staring down a hurricane.
Yeah, I saw that. That's not good.
I need that like I need a third nipple. Who's the flavor of the month?
I don't know. Growing up on a farm is fun. Your dad being very good is fun too, because then I get to meet all the girls. Yeah, I look better than my dad. I don't got much gray hair yet. You're gonna have a lot of editing to do.
So we didn't see any wind effect from Florence. Here we are 3 days from what's going to be Michael that's supposed to come through the Gulf of Mexico, up into the panhandle of Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas. So yeah, with that in mind, I kind of have a tendency to want to pick a little faster. And corn's drier now. I mean, we're picking, let's see, 16.5% moisture corn. You know, we're not going to crack the kernels too bad now. And most of our corn now is going to feed the pigs. I like bacon. That's right. On the high yield stuff up here in Henrico, we realized, hey, our yield potential is down. When we started shaving some of our costs, we realized that, hey, with our bushels, we're gonna have a pretty decent ROI. You know, we're still picking decent corn. Some people would be happy with it, and some wouldn't. It takes a whole lot of people to help a grower achieve an accomplishment like we did in 2017, and even, you know, this year we're not going to do as well, but it still takes that same team. You know, we had some hiccups, but then we also learned a lot, a huge amount. Who would have thought a guy in Charles City, Virginia would have a high yield corn be on freaking TV talking about corn? You know, that team, even though they're not part of the family, they are truly part of our family. Even though we might not be on top this year, I still have that team to help me. We're gonna learn, and then we're gonna come back.
You hear anything from your friends in Southwest Georgia? We're not getting much information. We're just real worried about them.
It's absolutely devastated. Complete orchards down, pecan orchards down, pine plantations look like you went through there with a rotary mower on them. Pine trees down everywhere. Cotton crop was 3 foot, 4 foot tall. Defoliated, undefoliated, all of it looks like it's been totally picked. It's just destroyed. It's a knee high or less. You know, irrigation pivots, one after the other, just flipped upside down. And it basically runs from Bainbridge to Donaldsonville to Colquitt to Blakely. All the farmers that I talked to over there, the peanuts, most of them had not harvested anything. There was a little bit going on, but very little. Supposedly there's 2 places that's been destroyed over there. We were blessed. This thing stayed in the Gulf long enough to go move far enough west. But unfortunately, the longer it stayed in the Gulf, the stronger it got. I mean, 155-mile-an-hour winds is what they're reporting. We feared the worst. We feared it was going to come directly over the top of us, but instead, you know, it went over between Panama City and Apalachicola Bay. Talked to a lot of friends of mine. They've got just total crop destruction. They had probably 5% of their cotton picked. 4 foot tall crop now does not exist. Southwest Georgia is heavily irrigated farmland, some of the best we have in the state, and just thousands upon thousands upon thousands of acres. Irrigation destruction and crops still left in the field. A lot of sweet corn guys there planting a fall crop. Looks like a steamroller has went across it. It's completely flat, total loss. Not good, really feel sorry for all the farmers. Really gonna take a toll on them financially. It's bad when you pour your whole heart and soul into a whole year and you're at the point of harvest. You hear about a storm 3 days ago and now it's gone. Just total devastation off the Florida coastline. They've got some major adjustments to do. Their livelihood's gonna be in question for a while.
So this is the problem with my husband's even emergence. All of my corn is at the same height.
I mean, I got my guys working. We're picking up limbs and cleaning up. My wife's out here, my little boy. You saw Easton and Lauren. She's been on the lawnmower, she helped us pick up, and then we all just pitched in and got a group effort going here, and we hope to have it looking somewhat normal by the end of the day. Really like to thank Brant for pitching in. We posted some good numbers on soybeans. That stuff should be announced this fall. AgriGold had a good bean that looks good. Posting yields above 120 with both. That's fantastic. Appreciate my wife sticking by my side and putting up with me when I get stressed. And my help's been fantastic. Nathan and Renato and Hunter, were there when we needed to run. So looking forward to next year. I'm glad 2017's over with. I'm really glad 2018's almost over with. I'm glad the corn side of it's done and looking forward to some new ideas I've got for next year. As far as Matt Swanson is concerned, he made comments about not really liking Randy. You made some comments about irrigation. You talked about how water was your limiting factor and how you haven't considered it. Maybe that'll help take you to the next level. If that doesn't work, you can always join one of our programs, our next level groups, and we'll see if we can't take you to the next level. But it's obvious doing the same thing and expecting different results is not working.
This corn that we're picking right now sucks. Man, I wish I could have done better. I gotta have my crown back.
Last year we knew we had good corn. This year we had heat and more heat and more heat. I talked to Randy, told him how dry it was, and first thing he said, you lost 30 bushel.
Probably not as optimistic that we were going to beat Kevin before we started. Getting the right combination of weather and timing and getting everything done. And so far we haven't been able to do that. Hopefully if we can't get it done this year, we'll do it next year.
This year I'm disappointed with the yield. I mean, overall the year went well. It's just Mother Nature did kick us right square in the you-know-what.
Who knows what Swanson's going to do. If you believe Twitter, he's going to have 500 to 600 bushel corn. It'll be interesting to see how we compare. My first year on Corn Warriors, I think I got a chance to win it, but we'll see.